It all started with a young man named John Mew. John Mew believed that ugly faces were horrible. He hated ugly faces. He even thought that there were so many ugly faces in the world, he would have called it an epidemic. And every epidemic needs a cure. And for his cure, John Mew proposed orthotropics, a whole upheaval of the idea of orthodontics. Away with braces, now John thought that malocclusion was the main reason our faces are ugly. And he went further to say that what causes malocclusion is not genetics so much as its environment. Through his analysis of the archaeological record and the cadavers that he had access to, John Mew found that malocclusion, the improper bite that I talked about, didn't really exist before a certain point. And that certain point was actually fairly recent, linking it up with around the agricultural revolution or the industrial revolution. And as he observed this absence of malocclusion in these not-so-ancient skulls, he came to his own conclusion. He thought that the maxilla, this bone, this bone right here, was the main culprit for malocclusion. John Mew's assertion that the maxilla is the main bone involved in malocclusion directly contrasted with the majority of orthodontists who would say that the mandible is the main bone involved in malocclusion. That's what they correct with braces, and he definitely went against the grain with this idea, but that's what he seemed to observe in these skulls that he was looking at. And he seemed to notice that in around the 1800s period, malocclusion started to appear, and there wasn't a clear reason for why it was so quick and so significant. So he attributed it to a change in the type of food people were eating, and a change in the amount of allergens. People were more localized in small rooms and cities, which seemed to result in more allergens stuffing up their nose. And he asserted that, yep, that's causing malocclusion. It's a underdevelopment of the maxilla, I guess, which results in an underdevelopment of the whole face. The face starts to droop in John Mew's idea.